Welcome to the Milken Institute School of Public Health at the George Washington University. Your destination for advancing public health, climate and environmental health leadership, health policy and advocacy, and global health impact. Where nearly 16,000 alumni, more than 375 faculty, and 2,300 students are improving the well-being of everyone, everywhere, through policy, research, and education. Join us in advancing bold initiatives and pioneering research that address public health challenges locally, nationally, and globally. At the Milken Institute School of Public Health, we are training the next generation of public health leaders by funding competitive internships and practicums. The support of our community everywhere is vital. Let's make this an adventure of a lifetime. Support the School of Public Health this Giving Day and fuel the journey forward. Rev it up.
There were moments at the castle where I was going to break down, for sure. Just imagining me being in that situation and how I would handle it or not be able to handle it. Seeing the scratches on the wall of people at the very end, knowing they were going to be left there to die, still fighting. But it made me very proud of where I come from and the people that I come from. When we're at the point of no return, it was hard to walk through the door, but there's something that pushed me out. So you're not alone doing this, and our people were not alone, and so it just gives me strength to know that I don't have to do it on my own, and I come from a people that is very strong, and who is seen as strong, which is why they had to beat us down so much. And so I walk out today from Ghana feeling empowered like Benjamin, but feeling strong because I know that I come from a strong people and I know that I'm not alone.
I think when it comes to athletes' mental health, there's a lot of misconceptions. Athletes are an at-risk population, but because they are so celebrated by society, a lot of people don't think that way, including some of the athletes themselves. And they can be reluctant to engage in treatment. And then the athlete really needs a provider that understands the athletic world and the mindset.
If we aren't in a good mental space and don't believe in ourselves and in our teammates, having a strong body doesn't mean much unless you have a strong mind to go along with it. And I think a lot of the time, as we're doing all of our workouts and our training and figuring out how to be better athletes, sometimes the rest of it gets left behind.
You can't have a strong body without a strong mind, and vice versa. Mental health and physical health are both vital aspects of being a student athlete.
I think recognizing that our athletes are humans as well and making sure that we provide a kind and empathetic community is really important to excel.
In reality, we need to make sure we're moving as a unit and we're still developing as people and developing our mental health. So when I hear well-being, it gives me more hope that the holistic approach that we're really starting to buy into now is working and going to push us forward.
I think investing in resources for our student athletes has a direct impact on the field, off the field. Even if they are going through something, they know they have access to support on a daily basis. If we see somebody is off or quiet or not performing as well, having the opportunity to say, hey, let's have a chat. Are you doing okay? And then being able to then direct them to the resources.
The funds last year were used to bring on a psychiatrist that has extensive experience working with athletes. I was able to provide a warm handoff. So I was able to talk about his background. I was able to tell them that it will be right next to my office. And I think it made it less daunting. They didn't have to navigate the system per se. They didn't have to worry about insurance considerations, wait lists. All of that stuff was alleviated by having him embedded with us. And we only were able to have that based off the funds that were provided last year. So we're really thankful for that.
It makes me feel so happy that the GW community is supporting our student athletes, because it shows that they care about us beyond just who we are as athletes, that they care about who we are as people, which I think is such an important part about being at GW, is that you see all the support staff really caring about all the athletes outside of their sport, a true testament to the GW community and how powerful it is to have that kind of support.
I'm really happy to be at GW. I'm really happy to be at a place that values the athlete's overall experience and recognizing that they have unique stressors. They have things that can really only be addressed by people who have an understanding of that and value that.
I think supporting student athletes' well-being at GW and anywhere is super important, because just like student athletes, well-being is not one-dimensional. And that support of mental health resources will help our well-beings not only as student athletes, but as people beyond our collegiate careers.
It's important, I think, for people to support those resources, because at the end of the day, there's going to be a time where we're going to have to hang the cleats up, hang the sneakers up, and your mind goes with you throughout your entire life. And taking care and valuing your mental health is something that has a purpose beyond just being a student athlete.
I want to thank our entire GW athletics community for the support they provide to provide all of these resources to our student athletes.
Thank you for providing resources for our GW student athletes in support of their mental health.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your support.
Emotional, but I just want to touch on how you felt when you visited the Cape Coast Castle.
When I went to the Cape Coast Castle, it was overwhelming. I really didn't know what to expect, but I was just hit with a wave of horror at what people had put other people through, and knowing that my ancestors, somebody had to survive through all of that so that I would have the opportunity to exist, and without what they went through, that I wouldn't be here. And what it really did was make me even more resolute about the work that we're doing. And this being the year of return, it was wonderful to hear the President of Ghana invite all people of African descent around the world to return. It would fill a great emotional gap for people to be able to touch where they originated from. And so coming back, seeing and feeling and touching and understanding what people had gone through, it was incredibly important, because I know what we have to do for the future as a company. I know that we have to contribute to helping people rise, to helping people have opportunity. so that something like that will never happen again. U.S. history has a lot of gaps, I will say that. And we certainly didn't learn the level of degradation, the mass industrialization that went on for 400 years. I mean, this was the biggest industry in the world. And it is touched upon a bit in our history classes, but not to the depth that it needs to be taught. It is such an important part of history, it's such an important part of American history, and it is not dug into as deeply as it should be. So coming here really did help fill a gap. And I'm an American history major. I was an American history major in college. So I had read quite a bit about the slave trade, but nowhere near as much as I learned by coming and seeing it.
Joe, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Welcome to GW Engineering, your destination to support our rising world-class center for engineering research, learning, and innovation this Giving Day. I'm Emma Schmidt. I'm a senior studying civil engineering here at GW. This Giving Day, GW Engineering is asking for your support. Join us in advancing interdisciplinary initiatives and pioneering research that addresses global challenges. Join us in enhancing gender equity in engineering, leading cybersecurity initiatives, and making breakthroughs in energy innovation. Make your gift today.
As Dean of GW Engineering, I'm constantly inspired by the support from our engineering community. Your gifts have helped make GW Engineering a national leader in trustworthy AI, biomedical research, smart cities, and educating the engineering leaders of the mid-21st century. Support from our incredible community helps us to provide the best possible experience for our talented students and faculty and sets them up for a future of leadership, innovation, and impact.
Last year, GW Engineering was the destination for over 170 revolutionaries who made a gift to support our students and faculty on Giving Day. As students, we can see this investment in our community everywhere on campus.
So no matter the size of your gift matters. From $5 to $5,000, it matters. Our destination is excellence, and we can't get there without you. So join GW Engineering this Giving Day. Raise high.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you! Thank you!
No, there are other peoples there that are even suffering more than I am doing. So, if good, you should go back and rescue them too. Jabon konye dugbo Godwin.
Konye hope. Nyawo va klom ko itoji me va odokpo.
Le 2015 mono JHS3. Le mo keke gbantom mono nyifanti gba o kweta nyifanti gugu va be madu. Amo keke le bo mono gbo nkeke am adre obe. Ifa nkere le tefede madu mo keke nkeke ton we afa gba na tame igbo onke vie gbara nyifanti la foju. Me bia tan ha obi mo po. Onke enjo wa yo mo mi itoji.
Itata me mono danye gbola. Ntu are va danye gbo e va gbona danye bo. Ibi aplom ko yi ma ba de school. Itaka o plom ko yi la. Le va gbona bo mo school de fa mo va toji do fa. Ita nyaaro ko mo khone na ma. Do mo na la toji nya be mo kuna afu. Ma ina to va de na do.
Ta mi no toji mino to de mia na adokunu a mia ire chiate ava de adole chiate karuma opunami karuma mi wana nu vovo ske nana vevese se mia ventilo no etoji de clito
kaka levaila makpobo poliso ova lemi le toji
kafi poliso va de mi cho fukpekpe la me eyo kpom ko de nyavanti egbomo no le hohwe ta eme ya mo be wo ma ire school de deji abana makpo video school de mawu onu bubu ta no boy ba SHS male science la bana me de mama nye doctor echoy bona
ita fifia male vocational school male electrical so ita electrical so male la majibana mo bola makoko isoja
nyafe nsedo nyana Ghana duko enye mga da civil rekebe school de alo qualifico de tosisi agbel de kuton sike ana obo school de achimegbo mele kuku na Ghana to alo le nsedo be one jawagba no tasi efiko de tosisi agbel de pele onubu mo na koko de school de mo
nyala kala sinima gbo ko ba lemi la ka amo galafuma e o galafu pam ni fan o galafu pam awumi ita majibo na wona na chom.
Everyone, my name is Huda and I'm here with Nanama and we're here to take you through what's right. So Nanama, what do we mean when we say what's right?
On this space, we are going to be giving you tidbits on the law of human trafficking. We are going to be talking about the myths, the facts. We are going to be talking about our rights, what is right or wrong in accordance with the laws of Ghana.
Sounds enlightening. Watch out for our very first episode, but before then, like, share and subscribe so you don't miss out on what's right.
Hello, this is IGM Ghana's What's Right. My name is Nanama Bedu and I'm a lawyer with IGM Ghana's legal team. We'll be taking you through some of the myths and facts surrounding human trafficking in Ghana. On this episode, the myth is human trafficking always involves a stranger. Many people believe that traffickers are always strangers. This is false. The fact is, traffickers can be acquaintances, family members, or even individuals who take advantage of our culture and exploit positions of trust. Remember, you need to be on the lookout. If you see something, say something. Do what's right. Let's end human trafficking now.
Today, I need you to picture a child, your nephew, your niece, a child who lives in your house, who has been denied access to education, a child who lives on our water bodies, a child who works for 15 hours without break. It is devastating. I have experienced them, I've met with them, and I can tell you, our future is suffering. The time is now for us to take action. Today in our country, we have a Human Trafficking Act. We have state institutions that are joined in the fight against human trafficking. What is lacking is the needed attention and the resources. Let's come together, support the fight against human trafficking. Let's put an end to human trafficking, and let's save our future.
Ya ba ka ina nanu nyina o mutu ni nyina ka se bi ya bank ye ne ma ye be ye dan mu mu ayi edidi o mu soro mu se adwuma nu ina nanu ye be to mu bi esi abrosan esi ngo o mu di kuayo no mu ye ya no mu di si dan no mu di ye koko no mu di ye dwapade kaka no mu di boy na abeto yan su ye nchirima yan su ye nyu ye ma ho.
The water bodies were polluted, the soil was being degraded, the forests were being depleted at a very fast rate.
Perhaps it's the first time I'll be saying it in public. I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter.
The area degraded it so much, and that is why processes are currently ongoing for the reclamation exercise. We've done some mercury check in eastern region, and it is surprising to know that the mercury levels are very high.
It's a indura on the horror na base unity. So we nam no kora. Chese ebia wan hwene ya obetimi anya cancer.
Say galamsey nangasa ndie. Kwa bi so no ade enya.
So at times you want on one operation, it takes about 3-4 days before you come. Occasions people almost got drowned. You have to try and rescue them.
A lot of messages, a lot of voices that I've recorded on my phone, people wanting to assassinate me just because I've seized their machine.
Yeah, many just say and sabane ma won ebinumu nimtie. On befa kwan papa so ayesa good.
They have made us realize some of the very things we were doing that we thought was giving us money, but indirectly we were doing things to affect the greater population.
There somehow is an acceptance by even the illegal miners themselves.
First, but you could train in the buyer now, you said the experience in Womono. Is the who said the informed kind and I
was see tea the Umoka. Na ye reso community e die pa nyasam to bet. I was see tea. How do any be who anka obi abema president so asi akonkon say onipa ba akofo a wo ko saa de ye be support.